I believe my game is finished. Oh my goodness, this has taken at least a year and a half to make this game. Part of it has been slightly procrastination, I won't lie, but it's okay, because I think it's finally done. And I'm playing through the whole thing right now. AnimalTap presents Into the Depths Remastered. This is technically my first playthrough of the entire game because I'm basically playing through the entire game and checking for any bugs and making sure everything works properly. But I'm pretty sure everything has been patched out. I'm pretty sure it works properly, so this will basically just be a first time playthrough. But just in case, I will have a list of things on the side just in case there are any bugs, you know. So if you don't know what this is basically Scratch Simulator, which is a series of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games I've made on Scratch, the coding website, and it's based off of basically scary versions of the Scratch mascots, pretty much. And this is the second game in the series that I remastered, and so far it's my best game that I've made. I don't actually know if this does anything. Like, you can connect to GameJolt, but I don't even know if it actually works properly. Like, I don't know if I ever actually got it to work, but in case it does work, it's there. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't do anything. But let's hop straight into it, I guess. Haven't even started, so we're gonna just start a new game. All of this was made in Turbo Warp, by the way, which is just a better version of Scratch. Chat room open. User blah 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 connected. Yo. Tonight's your first night on the job. You know we're typing ye, you already know. No yay, no Kanye, you know. Monitoring a factory for a few nights a week sounds hella easy. It's not easy. Yeah, you know, it's probably not that easy, you know. So it's not as easy as it sounds. See, they're just kind of mocking us, but you know, it's okay though. Hey, factory workers better be getting paid well. And I guess this is our girlfriend, maybe, or boyfriend, you know. I don't discriminate. Then we're in the first night. There's a phone call. Yo, somebody really cool must have voice acted for this.
What is up?
Yo, who is
I'm
that
so
cool
glad you
guy?
decided to take a trip. Such
Yeah,
a
so
great look
if you
over for
don't
me to make
know,
sure
I'm pretty sure I
everybody
can
is
just mute
doing
it,
their
but
job.
I'm not gonna mute it. We're gonna
Then,
keep it
to
going
your
just
left
to
and
make sure it all
right,
works.
there are
I'll
two
speak after the
doorways.
phone call,
No, they
though.
aren't. Oh, well, I haven't actually told you how to close the doors yet.
Yeah, I figured
So,
that
there
out, I
should be a
think.
pin
Because if I
normally
didn't figure it
used
out, then I
for
would have
most of the
just died.
functions of. See ya.
Oh, Yappuccino, bruh. Thought that guy would never shut up. Nah, but obviously I voice acted every single phone call. I'm probably gonna skip through most of the phone calls and stuff when actually recording, because first of all, I doubt anybody's gonna sit through all of that on a recording, at least. And also, you know, if you wanna really see the entire phone call, then play the game for yourself, you know? Like I said, I'm just here to play test the game pretty much. Make sure it all works. I'm gonna actually try and 100% the game, so yeah, the first night should be pretty trivial though. But if you do decide to play this game, which the link will be in the description, it'll be on my GameJolt page and itch.io. If you do decide to play this game and you want to give feedback, then please don't be too mean, because I know it's made in Scratch. Well, Turbo Warp, but technically Scratch. So it's not like it's gonna be like ultra 5K. It's not gonna be like you're looking through an eyeball, pretty much. Like, you know, like the game's not recorded on an eyeball or anything. Though I'm sure most people understand that. At least I hope so. Because I'm very, very, very proud of this game. It's definitely one of the most proud things I've ever made. But this game, compared to the original, is a massive step up. I will definitely go ahead and say that right now. Like, there's basically every single thing in this version of the game is better than everything in the old version of the game. Like, by far. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that every night ends at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that is the first night. But every night is still 6 minutes long. It's just, it's not actually 8 minutes long, it's still 6 minutes long, so don't worry about that. Whoa. What does this mean, bro? Cutscene? Minigame? No way! I can't believe there's a cutscene, bro. Oh, and if you're wondering who made this background, it was made by yours truly, you know. I know, it's beautiful. Oh, well, if you look on the right side, I didn't mention this, but there are a set of Easter eggs that can appear in the office, and apparently I just randomly got one of those Easter eggs. Like, I'm pretty sure that's one of the rarer Easter eggs, too. That's kind of funny.
Message is
But in pretty much all of my Scratch games, starting from like a certain point, I've actually put a reference to a very specific robot. And there is that Easter egg. There's actually 2 Easter eggs, including that character, in this game. So if you play the game, then have fun looking for those. You know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's obvious now, but if this was not a feature, then you could literally just sit here the entire night and just do this. You could literally just do that for the whole night. So, but that's you know, that's the case with most FNAF fan games. There's like always like one mechanic that they add in to prevent you from just sitting there the whole time. And this was the mechanic that I decided to add in. So, I will say this game is not exactly the easiest to play, at least for me. Like, this game is kind of difficult, I'm not going to lie. Okay, my heart just dropped. Where did he go? This is my own game. This is my own game, and I completely forgot he could go to camera 5. Yeah, fun fact. He can go to camera 5, and I completely forgot that. Keep in mind, I'm the one who made this game. Well, obviously, I mean, you already know I was the one who made this game. I've said that, like, multiple times. But it's just hilarious that I forgot and they both left at the same time. Great, awesome. I remember whenever I was testing out this game, you know, testing out the nights, making sure they all worked, all the enemy AI and stuff. I remembered that this game is pretty hard. Like, this game gets kind of difficult on the later nights. There are, in the main story, there are about 6 nights, though. Which is why there's no such thing as a 5 nights in the title. Because then that would just be misleading, you know. Kind of like how 5 Nights at Freddy's is not really 5 Nights at Freddy's, you know. It's almost 6. Yeah, but yeah, you've probably noticed that the timer goes by much faster than if it were to be second by second. I think it's like every 0.75 seconds that it goes up, I think. But it does still equal out to 6 total minutes. And you may be wondering why I'm waiting to shock him for a second. Well, since I'm the creator of the game, I know all the tricks and tribulations of this game. So, you know, you just have to figure them out as you play the game. And even if you don't decide to play the game, then I still appreciate the support no matter what. Like, even if you don't play the game. Maybe just go on there and just leave a nice comment or something. I don't care. Just, you know, because, you know, I really did spend a lot of time on this, and I'm really, this is like game development, even if I'm not like the #1 best game developer of all time. Like, it's something I'm very, very passionate about. So, something I've always been very passionate about. And I put the continue button like that on purpose, so that way you can actually select the nights, because I've always wanted that to be a feature in FNAF fan games where you can select the night when hitting continue instead of being forced to play from the first night or the last night. This dude's name is Brad, by the way, like, kind of loser. Just kidding, obviously. I don't know if I'm tripping. My eyes just did something so crazy right now. As this was loading in, I can see the freaking sign, like, with my vision right now. I'm just tripping, but that's crazy. I'm like tripping balls or something, bro. I just got another Easter egg. 2 Easter eggs twice in a row. This is about to be the most lucky playthrough of my own game, and I'm the first one playing it. How crazy is that? I might end up combusting, because this game is a lot to manage sometimes, depending on how lucky you are. And if you know me, then you know I have the absolute best luck in video games. So I'm trying to remember who actually moves this night. I think I remember, but I guess we'll see if I'm right or not. Unless I accidentally just slip up and say one of the names of the characters. I mean, just to preface this by saying, I did not come up with any of the original characters or any of the, like, names for the characters. Any of the original names for the characters. Those were made entirely by the Scratch team and the Scratch Foundation, whatever you want to call them, the people who made Scratch. Okay. However, the redesigns that I made here were made by me, and the new names for them were also made by me. I just want to clarify that. We'll see if I end up dying at all. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can just first try this entire game. But if I don't, then, you know, I guess we'll just have to see if I do or if I don't. Only time will indeed tell. We're only halfway through the night, and I've already drained, like, a lot of the power. See, this game gets hard with, like, the power usage, too. I made sure to... Because I see one of the reasons, like, one of the main things that I wanted to do when making this game was I wanted to make it good and fair, but I wanted to make it difficult. I wanted to make this game hard. So the power you have to be, oh, they're all there, awesome. So you have to be very conservative when you use your power. You have to be very, very frugal with your power. Because it's only 5 amp and I have less than 40%. Or 40 power. 40 pow. W pow, you know. But I think I'm doing not as good as I had hoped with the power, but I think we're conserving it at least decently. Enough to make it through the night. At least it's 555 right now. We have under 30%. I really like some of the sound effects I used in this game. Like the door sound effects, I really like it. I don't know, it's satisfying to me. I don't know. Just those sound effects are satisfying to me. I don't know why. Some of these sound effects are used from other FNAF. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Oh no, he was... Oh my goodness. He was behind her. Holy crap. That genuinely, that scared me. I thought I was about to die. Or that the game had glitched. But, you know, I have faith in my coding. Plus, I've tested it countless times, so I would hope that there's no glitches. But the hardest character in this game is... I have actually no clue. Oh, we have 1% power left. Holy crap. Yeah. I started using it a lot towards the end there, because I wanted to make sure I actually made it past the night. Well, let's hope that I can make it past night 4, my goodness, without losing my power. Now that was fire. It really wasn't hard to make. For some reason, I just thought that was really fire. But that's a list of all the character names, basically, corresponding with their colors, so. But at the end of night 6, I'll actually show you, like, yo, okay, it's getting kind of crazy. I just got a 3rd Easter egg in a row. I don't know if you spotted that Easter egg, but I just got a 3rd one in a row. My luck is just kind of crazy right now. I don't know why. It's like midnight right now. Holy crap.
I know I said the same first name.
I almost just died immediately. I was not locked in. We've been going for like a few seconds. It just turned 1 AM and I almost died. You know, it's kind of funny. Whenever I said I was procrastinating, or it wasn't really procrastinating. Well, I guess it kind of was procrastination. I don't know. It was more of a motivation thing. While I was making this game, I actually recorded the voice lines for the phone call of nights 3, 4, 5, and 6, like actually 30 minutes prior to recording this right now as I am speaking. Like, and I'm not even kidding about that either, because one big problem, which is why this game has taken me 1.5 to 2 years to make, is because I don't know, it's just something about voice acting. Like, I don't know, for some reason I just feel awkward for some reason while doing it. So I have to really build up the motivation to actually go ahead and voice act for the game. But tonight I just said screw it, and I'm just gonna stop, you know, being a coward, and you know, I recorded all the voice lines, and here we are. Now the game is finished, because that was literally the last thing that I actually needed to do for this game to finish it. Like, that's literally the last thing I needed to do. I'm very, very glad that I did that, though, because I'm assuming that the game is finished. I mean, from a gameplay perspective and story perspective, etc., it is finished. The only thing that would be unfinished about it still would be if there's any bugs or glitches in it. But that's why I'm playing it right now. Test out, you know, see if there's anything like that. Yeah, but see, once you get into a rhythm, this game is like it's... There's a lot of, like, mechanics you have to do, but there's, like, a lot of... Well, it's not really that many mechanics, but it kind of feels like a lot of mechanics, you know? But once you get into, like, a rhythm, it's honestly very fun to just kind of... Like, once you get into a consistent rhythm, like I am right now, it's honestly very fun. Like, it's already night 4, and I'm kind of, like, starting to try hard a little bit, but... They move quick, because I will just go ahead and say it's not a secret that it's a random number of seconds that it takes before they kill you, whenever they get to the door or the window. It's a random set number. It's between, like, for some nights, it depends on the AI. So for some nights, it's like, some nights it takes 5 to 10 seconds for them to kill you whenever at the door. Sometimes it takes 1 to 5 seconds, you know, like it's a random number, so... You just have to make sure that you have the door closed, or shock the hallway whenever they're there. Or shock the, not even a hallway, it's shock the window whenever they're there. Because if you don't, then there's a chance that you'll just die quicker than expected. Yeah, a lot of work and a lot of technical stuff goes into making video games that a lot of people don't realize, you know. Even when it comes to just scratch games. Like, there's a lot of, like, when you make, because I would consider this a pretty decent sized game. Like, for a scratch game, I would consider this a pretty big game. Like, you really have to understand that even for like big scratch games, like a lot of stuff goes into these games. A lot of stuff does. Like this game, well, first of all, this game means a lot to me, but second of all, there's a lot of like extra, like brand new stuff in this version of the game than there is in the original version. One big thing being that this game is in widescreen. Because if you know anything about Scratch, you know those are just a tiny little box. Like, every game on there is just a box, which is very unfortunate, but at least this is in widescreen and everything just looks a lot better. You can do a lot more. Like, the actual game file, like the coding file for this is like 100 megabytes. I didn't know he became active this night. That's not good. I did not know he became active tonight. I thought that was next night. Oh, and I'm gonna die. I'm actually running out of power. Like, I'm running really low on power right now. That's not good. I didn't know he became active tonight, but I think I'm fine. I don't think I'll have to worry about him tonight. I started panicking ever so slightly at the end of that. I won't even lie to you. It's literally all because I completely forgot that he became active that night. So we have night 5. I won't lie. The pressure's starting to set in a little bit. But yes, there's a cutscene every night. But I made it where you can mute phone calls and skip cutscenes for people who don't want to do that stuff, so. Okay, yeah, the pressure's actually starting to set in though. Because I haven't died yet. It's not even a thing of like, I haven't died, so I'm nervous because I don't want to die. Well, obviously I don't want to die. Nobody wants to die. But, you know, it's just like, if I get jump scared, then I might like recoil and get whiplash. Holy crap. You can tell it's late. I might get whiplash if I get jump scared, because the jump scares are like actually like kind of scary in this game. Like whenever I first made the jump scares, literally every single time I got jump scared, I jumped in my seat. Every single time. They got me every single time. The dude's coming. You'll see his mechanic. I actually like his mechanic. I think his mechanic's honestly pretty fire. Okay, well, there he is. It's kind of unique. I don't really see that many mechanics like that, you know? I don't really see many mechanics like that. I kind of like that. It's very simple, but... Because, you know, I didn't want to just make it, oh, you just have to close the doors and occasionally check the hallway. Or, it's not even a hallway, just check the balcony. Whatever you want to call it, okay? The walkway, the catwalk, whatever. No, I wanted to make it, you know, unique. I'm, like, actually stuttering, like, a lot right now. I can't even name somebody who stutters because I don't really know anybody who stutters that much. But I guarantee you it's because I'm either trying to focus while also talking, and I'm not the best at that, or it's because it's midnight. Probably that one. At a certain point in time, at night especially, your speech just kind of starts slurring together sometimes. But at least something I can say is at least I'm still good at the game. Yeah, see? See, you gotta, there's a technical aspect to this game, you know? Like, you gotta make sure you're safe and sound, you know? That's why his mechanic is harder than it seems, this guy right here. That's why his mechanic is actually harder than it seems. Because you don't know if the ones here are actually at the door or not. You don't know if they're there until you actually check either you don't know if they're there until you either check the TV in the top right, or until you check something on the camera to see if they're there. You have no clue if they're there or not. By the way, imagine having to work from 12 in the morning to 6 in the morning. That, I guarantee, is not fun. I might die. I really actually might die. Because I have 25% right now. It's almost 6:30. Yeah, you can tell I'm actually like locked in right now. Holy crap. I almost just died. So I'm saying I'm getting sloppy. I think we win. We have 5% power left. I'm just going to sit here because it could go out. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't want to waste any more power because I was like, if it goes out, the door's going to... That scared me. Then the door's going to open. Well, now we're on to the final night of the main game. Night 6. They're trying to be edgy right now. Man... It didn't get me. I was prepped. I was ready. I knew it was coming. I was ready for it. The final night. I was ready. I was ready for it. Okay. It did not get me. Don't worry. Camera 11. Check that out. That's fire.
The following
shoddy on the
message
floor
recorded using the...
If the last night was difficult, this night is going to be hell. I'm pretty sure. This is the true final night, though. Well, of the main story, you know, of the first 6 nights.
Rampant.
There's obviously the custom night, of course, which the custom night is a whole other beast. Because if this is hard, then I don't even want to imagine how difficult the 20 mode is, because I've never actually, I'm not going to lie, I'll be 100% honest, I've never played the 20 mode. All I know is that it's definitely possible, but I've never actually played it. Well, no, I've played it, sorry. That scared me, bro. Okay, that actually, like, made my heart jump a little bit. Let me rephrase, though. I have played it, but I have not beaten it. But I did not beat it legitimately. I just tested it to make sure everything worked properly. Yeah, especially if you get, like, unlucky with some of the characters' AI, you have to be very quick on your toes. Like, you have to act as soon as you see something happen. And I think that's honestly what makes this game, like, difficult, is because you have to have good reaction time, which I think I personally think I have, like, pretty decent reaction time when it comes to video games. But obviously, you know, number one, it's late at night, so it would make sense to not have good reaction time right now. But then, you know, some people don't have good reaction time, and honestly, I can understand why, because it's not like it is technically a thing you can, like, practice on and train for, but, like, I don't know, I feel like it's very, like, circumstantial. Is that even a word? I don't even know if that's even a word, but, like, I don't know, I feel like it kind of depends on your circumstance, and that's just kind of all there is to it. And, like, the time, of course, time of, like, day or night. I don't know, I feel like it just kind of has a lot of factors riding on it. Also, we're already halfway done with the power, and we're almost halfway done with the night. I don't know, I just feel like this game is hard. Now, I don't think it's like, because I wanted to make the custom night, the max mode, I wanted to make it like really, really, really difficult. Like, I wanted to make it as hard as I could. But I don't actually know how hard it is. Maybe it's like really easy, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's like much easier than I wanted it to be. I don't know. Tonight we might die on this night, actually, because it's 35% power. Look at that. I actually might, like, low-key lock in right here, and, like, actually like full try-hard mode to make sure I can conserve as much power as possible. Because if I don't, I am most likely going to die. We have 10% left, and we still have, like, a good 40 seconds in the night. But I think we're gonna make it. As long as I don't die, I think we're going to make it. Okay, I just have to just not die. Okay, I just cannot die. We did it. That was kind of nerve-wracking. And now it's a big decision right here, you know. Now, personally, I'm gonna choose this one to make sure, you know, all the story and stuff works. But I won't show it because I'm just awesome like that. I'm gonna gatekeep it, okay? You gotta play the game to find out what happens. Or watch somebody else play it if anybody else even plays it on YouTube. I even have the credits, you know? I even made credits for this game. And there we go. I have a star, and I beat the entire game with no deaths. That's awesome. So, here are nights 1 through 6. Extras menu. We're gonna go to the extras menu. Okay, we're gonna check everything out. So, first of all, here we go, we gotta click on that. Okay. Let's see, there's also Scratch & Co., which is each character. So, here now there's Withered Scratch, or Withered Scratch Cat, whatever you want to call them. There's Giga, you know, Nano, Gobo, Terra, and Pico. And once again, I did not come up with any of their actual names or their original designs. They were made by the Scratch team. Names and original designs, of course. These are just my own designs. These are my own OC, not really OC. I don't even know. I don't know what the word is, okay? I don't know the word. So basically, they're my own original redesigns. Then there's the Scare Simulator, which is every jump scare. So the Scare Simulator is all the jump scares, but I'm not going to do that right now. So, you know, you can see the unused content on your own time, you know. And comparisons, I will actually show this right now, though, because it's kind of funny. So this is obviously Withered Scratch right now. And this is what the old one looked like in the original Into the Depths game. So, you know, major improvement, as you can see. And this is obviously Withered Giga here. And this is the original. Honestly, they look pretty similar. But this one is obviously a lot more detailed. It just looks better in general. So, then there's Withered Nano. And then this is what he originally looked like. Kind of giving the Pog face a little bit, but you know. And then there's Withered Gobo. And this is the burnt out Gobo. Which this wasn't even in the original Into the Depths game. So, this was just his old Withered design. And there's Withered Terra. And then this is the old one. They, yet again, pretty similar design. except one is just much more polished. And there's Withered Pico, and this is yet again, I mean, like, they're more just pretty much all of them except for like 2 of them are just more polished. Like this is basically a complete redesign. This one's just more polished. This one is also kind of a redesign, but also just kind of polished. I don't know. This is definitely a complete redesign, and then these 2 are just more polished. So that's just kind of that. And finally, there's the custom night in the customize section, which, as normal, as is tradition with custom nights, goes up to 20. But what I like to do with my custom nights is if you press 1 over from 20, they go to the star difficulty, which is the true custom night. Okay, that's the true custom night right there. There's obviously different challenges too, but this is the true test right here, setting them all to the star mode. So obviously, you know, we have all the custom night challenges, you know, all the random ones, but then we also have everyone's at 15, then at 20, and then everybody's at star night. Star difficulty, I mean. And I even made it to where their eyes become more visible the higher difficulty they are, except on star. They go completely away on the star mode. So yeah, their eyes become more visible the higher the difficulty. Though with some of them it is a little hard to notice that, but most specifically with Giga and Nano. But everything else, it's pretty obvious. So that's the entire game. Well, all that I'm going to show here. If you want to find out the rest of the game, you have to play it yourself. Or watch somebody else do it, like I said. I will say, though, I only encountered a single glitch while playing the game, so I guess that's a good sign, right?